Welcome to today's Blueprint News. It's October 10th, 2025, and the New York City Mayoral Race is reaching a turning point. New data from Race to the WH shows shocking shifts across multiple matchups. In a direct face-off, Zohran Mamdani is pulling ahead of Andrew Cuomo by double digits. When Cuomo drops out, Mamdani's lead holds strong, even against Sliwa and Eric Adams. And in an Adams versus Mamdani showdown, the numbers point to a clear frontrunner. From head-to-head battles to dropout scenarios, every possibility tells the same story. New York politics is changing fast. Let's dive into the numbers. The general election polling average paints a very clear picture of the current race. Leading the field is Zohran Mamdani, who now commands 45.6% of voter support. That's a strong lead, one that reflects his growing influence among young voters, renters, and working-class communities. In second place, Andrew Cuomo sits at 30.5%, still holding on to a loyal base of establishment Democrats, but struggling to regain the momentum he once had as governor. Conservative candidate Sliwa stands firm at 15.4%, maintaining his foothold among law and order voters and outer borough conservatives. Meanwhile, independent reformer Jim Walden trails at 2.0%, representing the small but consistent anti-establishment bloc. Together, these numbers show one thing very clearly. Mamdani isn't just leading, he's expanding his coalition citywide. In a direct one-on-one matchup, the results become even more revealing. Zohran Mamdani surges to 49.3%, while Andrew Cuomo lags at 38.3%. That's a massive 11-point gap, showing how deeply the city's voters may be shifting away from old-school politics and moving toward a bold, progressive vision of the future. Cuomo's brand of traditional Democratic leadership seems to be losing its appeal, especially in Brooklyn and Queens, areas where Mamdani's grassroots movement continues to grow stronger every week. Now imagine this: Cuomo drops out of the race. What happens then? Even without his biggest rival, Mamdani's dominance continues. He holds 48.3%, while Sliwa rises slightly to 19%, and Eric Adams, the current NYC mayor, enters with 17.8%. Jim Walden climbs modestly to 3.0%. This shows that even in a reshuffled field, Mamdani's base remains rock solid. Let's take a look at what happens when Eric Adams joins the race while Cuomo stays in. The numbers now stand as Zohran Mamdani, 44.3%, Andrew Cuomo, 25.8%, Sliwa, 13.3%, Eric Adams, 8.4%, and Jim Walden, 1.1%. It's still not even close. Mamdani continues to dominate, showing that his message resonates across boroughs, the Bronx to Brooklyn, while the establishment and conservative bases split among multiple candidates. And finally, the head-to-head battle everyone's watching, Eric Adams versus Zohran Mamdani. Here, Mamdani takes a commanding 50.6%, while Adams falls far behind at 32.6%. That's an 18-point gap, a landslide in New York City terms. From Cuomo's decline to Adams' struggle and Mamdani's surge across every scenario, the 2025 mayoral race is rewriting New York's political map. If you want to stay ahead of every poll, prediction, and political twist, hit like, subscribe, and share this video.